Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take a quick look at the WLA Amalgamation mod for ARMA 3. And the reason I thought we'd take a look at this one in particular is because I've been playing it pretty much non-stop for the last few days and I really like it. So why is it so good? Well, basically, unlike other popular mods that change the full game, it's only a custom scenario that uses the vanilla assets. And also, it's a PvE style mode that you can play solo or with friends, meaning it's a really great choice for players who like the campaign but don't necessarily want to get into multiplayer. In a nutshell though, WLA is about recapturing Altus from CSAT who have invaded the island and set up a bunch of camps. And if you don't feel like playing on Altus, well, the mod also works with just about every other map as well, which is a really neat feature. But anyway, what I thought I'd do with the rest of this video is show you guys most of the key features while I play. So sit back and enjoy, and you should get a good idea of what WLA is all about, and maybe you'll even try it out for yourself. Okay guys, so we're at the main startup screen now, and as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of different options on how we're going to insert. So we've got the first thing here, we've got difficulty. I'm going to put it on normal because, you know, if you put it on hard or challenging, it's going to be very hard and very challenging, and I don't really want that for this video today. I just want to show you the features, and I don't really want to die in the first 10 seconds. So it does go all the way up to hard though, which is very, very hard. Also, you can choose what sort of team you want to insert with. We've got a recon team, a standard team, or undercover. So I'm going to pick recon, which is a 5-man team equipped with rifle silencers. I don't know if they all come equipped with silencers, but as you can see, it's just going to be a bit more smoother to insert. The standard insertion gives you 3 extra men after you reach the LZ, and they come on quad bikes, which is just a little bit clunky for today's video. I want it to be nice and smooth. Probably the most interesting though is undercover, where you spawn as a civilian, which allows you to bypass guards and that sort of thing. You can get through checkpoints, no worries, which is good if you want to do a bit of scouting and get into position before you actually start to try and kill people. In terms of other settings, there's a whole bunch of things you can choose from. The main thing I changed though is this long wall setting. Basically, CSAT builds these huge walls around their camps, and they're really, really bad for your FPS. So I turn them off, and also I turn the fog off wherever that is. Dynamic weather fog off, because it's just really, really annoying. And I don't know, I prefer my ARMA experience where I can actually see what's happening. You can choose what type of insertion method. You can choose where to insert. I'm going to specifically insert over here, because this right here is a factory, and factories are probably the most important thing to capture in this game. So I'm going to insert just a bit down the road from there, just in case it's hostile. Usually there's a guard point on that factory, so you want to make sure that you don't insert on the objective. Chopper insertion, because we can't really get there with a boat. It's going to put us over here somewhere if it was a boat. And the last thing, we can choose who we want to be. I'm just going to pick the British guy, and how to begin. If you click begin with Arsenal, you can basically pick what weapons and gear you want. If you just click begin as normal, you get a random set of gear. So we're going to begin with Arsenal, and that should take us into the chopper to insert.
Alright, get ready lads. Make sure you stay alert. Anything can happen, and don't get cocky. Just
okay.
Because we have a black team.
So I just want you to take a look at my FPS in the top left-hand corner. This is a mod, and there is a lot of stuff going on. So at the moment, the FPS is a bit choppy. It's not always this bad. Sometimes you get a solid 60. Sometimes it drops down as low as 30, 20. But that's just all part of ARMA. It's not as well optimized as you'd expect in a game like Battlefield 4. And the other thing is, as well, is this mod is really doing a lot of different stuff that no one ever really planned for in the initial development of the game. So, okay, so as you can see, the FPS has jumped up to, you know, 50 plus at this point now. Solid 60 right now while I'm not moving. Okay, so we're just going to pick, probably a DMR is the best choice. I've been liking, as you can see, I'm running quite a lot of weapon mods, but they're the only mods I'm running today. You can play this mod completely without any other mods at all. I think you need to download is like a sound mod for the actual game itself. I like this M417. Just going to get my guys to hold fire, just in case. Because they are actually active already while I do this. M417, 16 inches. I like... Where is it? The AMS scope. We'll go a laser sight. Why not? Silencer. And we'll go bipod for HK417. That looks pretty good. I think we're just not going to worry about a pistol because it's going to weigh us down a bit too much. So we don't... Do we have anything on? Just empty. We do, in fact, though, want a Titan launcher. So we'll just get a Titan launcher because that's really, really important for capturing the initial objectives when you don't have vehicles and that sort of stuff. Now, in terms of mags, let's put on... hang on, we might need to put a backpack on. We want a carry-all backpack coyote. Give me about maybe 8 of those mags. Just got to watch your capacity space. I only want 2 Titan missiles. We may need to drop one if we're a bit too weighed down. And I don't think we come equipped with the GPS, so that should be pretty good. It's not too bad, but it's very, very important to come equipped with a silencer to start out with. And it's very, very important to make sure your squad doesn't open fire unless you want them to. Okay, so we're ready to go. We're going to do a quick save. As you can see, there's like an unlimited save game option in the radio panel, which is really cool. You want to save a lot in this particular mod. You'll find yourself restarting a lot. Let's just check the inventory for a bit. Okay, so we don't actually have a round in the launcher yet. We'll load that up. We've got 11 mags. We could probably drop... Oh, we've got a bit of weight to spare, so I'll just leave it on there for the moment. Okay, so now... What the fuck? Alright, so that's probably good that we've got 2 tanks helping us out. So up here you can see there's a friendly camp. That's a friendly guard post right there. 2 tanks, obviously. That is an enemy guard post, that one there, and this is an enemy camp. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to this guard post and capture that first, and then that should activate this factory, which is probably the most important thing in the game. And then we're going to head down here and capture that guard post, and that should give you a good idea about all the things you can do in this mod. So let's quickly head over. In a second, it's going to trigger a thing, which is going to parachute into vehicles for us.
Keep your eyes up.
So what's going to parachute in is a construction truck and also just a car for us with a gun on top. The trucks are really important because you need the trucks to construct stuff. And also, I've got 4 other people in my squad, so I'm going to want to take the truck because they won't all fit in that. You can get the NPCs to drive the cars themselves, but it's just a little bit less clunky to do it all on your own. Now, as you can see, the FPS has dropped down to around about 35, 40. I'm sure there's probably ways to make it a little bit better, but I'm just using the same settings that I would have been using in the campaign. So, all right, we'll get my squad to get in. Now, how far are we away from that guard post? Not very far. Alright, so as you can see, my whole squad is set to hold fire, which is really important. Let's get down here to the road. Now, we should be able to see this guard post by now. Oh yeah, that Kuma over there is probably dominating everybody, so we'll just... Oh, hang on, we missed it. That was a guard post back there. I usually find the guard posts aren't very well defended, but the camps are like ridiculously well defended. That's why we needed that Titan launcher. So this little bunker here is the guard post, so we're going to disembark. And I can't remember whether we need to capture this or whether we need to just capture the factory. I'm pretty sure we have to capture this guy first. And that will involve killing all the enemies around. So I'm not sure what's going on. We might just leave that one. Oh, that could probably be it. Static GL where? Oh, okay, so there's dudes over here. Okay, see that little question mark on the map right here? That's basically telling you that there's something there. I'm just going to get my guys to stop, because I can probably take this out on my own. Alright, there he is. Completely oblivious. He's dead. And that should allow us to capture that guard post now. Okay, so apparently there are a few guys coming in right now. The other thing is as well, is it's a dynamic map. What the hell? That's a UAV. So what happens is when you take out guard posts or whatever, the enemy will actually call in reinforcements. So you sort of want to hit the enemies and then not hang around. Okay, I'm just waiting for the trigger to say that this guard post is ours. It may not happen. Let's go down to the factory and see what happens. Like I said, usually you have to clear the area of enemies. Get in. Okay, they're firing at something over there. Oh! Random CSAT dude on a bike. Alright, so now we've got the guard post. As you can see, there was only one more enemy to take out. Actually, we might go over here and we'll have a look at this body, and that way you can see what the deal is with looting and that sort of thing. Any vehicle can loot, so as you can see, if I jump into this quad bike, see how it says this vehicle can now be used to gather gear. So now, if I was to press Y on this guy's body, it would actually pick up all of his loot. But the most important thing to remember is that it only picks up the loot that is not already in containers. So usually I get a carry-all backpack like this and completely empty it and then just go on to all of the things. If you want your attachments, you've got to go into them, take them off, take off all the ammo, that sort of thing. Just put it in your backpack first. And that's all I really want from that. And then just basically dump it back on the ground. We might take off this silencer as well. And then, ready? Check this out. So I'll just back off, and then I'm going to press Y. And you see how all the loot disappears. And that's going to go into storage, which you can equip when you're at camps. So basically everything you pick up, you can keep. Alright, so let's go back to the truck. Get these guys to hold fire again. I've been playing this particular mod for around about 20 hours, and honestly, I still haven't completely figured it out. The hardest thing is figuring out all of the commands and that sort of thing. Alright, let's jump out here. Get my guys to disembark. You always want them to dismount from a vehicle because it only takes, you know, one guy with an AT launcher to roll up and your whole squad's dead. But it looks like there's quite a few friendly troops around. And later in the game, you can actually move those assets around yourself. You can sort of pick up the little marker, like this thing over here, and move it around. But things like tanks are usually controlled by the AAF, and they can only be within a certain range of their camp. So, okay. So let's quickly just put a little bunker down here. As you can see, the factory isn't yet active, it's yellow. So what we need to do is we need to build. Shift C is that control. By the way, Shift 1 will get you into this little panel here, which is a lot of the stuff like building stuff from her factory and that sort of thing. But we're going to build a little bunker here. I'm going to put it on the road. Just turn it around a bit. There we go. Actually, no, we want to turn it around this way. Okay, let's whack it there. Because oh, whoops. Whoops. There we go. All right, I think that's... Oh, I did it again. I think the build system is a bit clunky, but, you know, it's not too bad. Just want to be a perfectionist and get it in line with the road. So we're going to bite that and then head around to the other side. And we'll put a machine gun in here, and then that will basically activate this particular capture point. HMG high. Now, how do you build this stuff, you ask? Well, if you have a look in the top left-hand corner, just pretty much in line with that FPS counter, there's a thing called Prestige, and that's kind of like your build points. You can build stuff with that, you can recruit guys, and look, this AAF team has been nice enough to leave us this Kuma. So we'll jump in here. Oh, crap. It's damaged. Probably don't want that just yet. Actually, we can fix it up. I'll show you. You can, now that we've got a factory... No, we don't have enough factory points yet. But yeah, later on in the game, you can build things like tanks. You can build all sorts of different stuff. And what you'd want to do in most cases is build some sort of repair truck to repair that. But we're not even going to worry about that. We're going to go over here to this little camp over here, and we're going to capture that. And as far as I know, I haven't got this far yet, but the whole game finishes when you capture all of the enemy camps. The more camps you capture and the more factories and that sort of thing you capture, the more prestige you get, which means you can build more stuff. And I'll just show you just quickly. Whoops, I'm too far away. I might show you when we get to this camp. You can actually build a whole range of different fortifications, special buildings and that sort of stuff. You can build your own factories if you want. Takes a little bit to get up this hill. Alright, just remember, you got to make sure you guys are holding fire, because we're going to come over this hill and we're probably going to get smashed by enemies. I'm just going to get my guys to stop on top of this hill. Just go into first person.
200 meters, just up ahead.
Alright, so let's go over to my scope. My zeroing was at 500 by default. You've just got to make sure you change your zeroing. There's a dude down here.
200 meters front. Ready, fire.
Might be able to snipe this guy, I should say. How far is he away? 180 something. There's only one guy. I'm not sure if I can put the bipod down on this terrain and still get him. I probably can. Yep, I can. Alright, so see if we can headshot this guy. Yep.
I see movement. Sniper, 200 meters, right up ahead.
Okay, they're going to activate an alarm as soon as they see us. So I want to try and take out as many guys as I possibly can. The vehicles are the worst thing. The guys aren't really a big problem. Okay, there he is.
Spec up. 300 meters, southwest.
Oops. Yep, he's dead. This is why it's really important to have a suppressor, so you can kill the stragglers as quickly as possible. Okay, we're starting to take fire now, so someone must have seen us. I'm just going to quickly save. So I'm not sure where the hell that came from. What was that? That wasn't my squatty, was he? Could have been. They could have thrown a smoke. Alright, I guess the game's up now.
Fire at will. Roger.
Doesn't look like there's any vehicles on this camp yet.
Rifleman, 200 meters, front.
If there was vehicles, we'd know about it.
Sniper, 100 meters, front.
It's very, very important to save before you do anything like this. Crap. Shit.
We got a man down.
Okay, it looks pretty clear, to be honest. Now, like I said before, this camp has a factory right next to it, so this is probably one of the best camps in the game. Where am I getting shot from? We've only lost one guy so far, which is pretty good.
Be advised, friendly armor is entering the AO now.
There we go, we captured the camp. Cool. Have a look in this little box over here. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. Same deal with capturing stuff off dead bodies. We're just going to get some sort of vehicle. In this case, I'm just going to get some sort of truck. Construction truck. And all I need to really do is get into it. Wait till it activates the thing to say that I can capture gear. There we go. Get out. Head over and just look at the crate and press Y. And then that's all that gear captured. So that's quite a lot of stuff. Just going to get my guys to sit in the middle there. That guy's dead. I'll just, it doesn't look like that guy has anything fun, so we'll just click Y on him. Now, sometimes CSAT will mount a counterattack, which usually involves some sort of tanks when you capture a camp. Usually tells you when that's going to happen, though. It hasn't happened in this particular case, so we got pretty lucky. But yeah, you want to make sure you watch out for that. And just finally, what we might take a quick look at is equipping your gear. So you can actually equip for the squad mates as well. So I'll just take a look at this guy and we'll take a look at our, actually we'll save first. Remember, save all the time. And because we're out of camp and there's a factory near us, we can customize gear and actually build gear as well. So that's really important. So let's take a look at us. So there's us. We actually outfitted me pretty well. So we'll go over to James, who's the guy that we're looking at. As you can see, we can click on his primary weapon and, you know, basically figure out, you know, a better gear setup for him. Also, we can change his fatigues, his backpack, all that sort of thing. So maybe we might want to give him some sort of helmet. So let's go out and we'll build the same helmet that I'm wearing. Headgear. Where are we? Enhanced combat helmet. Snake skin. So we'll whack that on him. And then maybe go over to one of those captured sniper rifles. What do you reckon? So here we go. We've got a Lynx. So that's a 50 cal sniper rifle. We'll just unattach the attachments. Put the Lynx on. Long range precision. Precision. I always have trouble saying that word. Precision. Long range precision scope. This is a cool camo Lynx as well. I love it. I think we have a normal black Lynx. Did we cap? No, we didn't. Maybe we just captured two of them. And then most important thing is we need ammo for him. So I'm just going to quickly take out the ammo that he's already got. This guy's a medic, by the way, so probably not the best idea to be giving a medic a sniper rifle, but you can figure that out in your own particular game. We'll just get rid of all of the stuff. Where is his med kit? It's going to be in the backpack, right? So that's all good. And then his fatigue's got one first aid kit. So we'll give him 2 grenades. Where's the RGOs? RGO. RGO. And just go back to his weapon and give him 10 mags. We might also give him a pistol. What do you reckon? So there's a rook there. So we'll equip. Might as well put a sound suppressor on it. And I should have some mags for this in storage, so we'll re-ammo. Probably doesn't need that much, to be honest. So there's 2 9mm mags by the looks of it. And what do we got? So there's 2 9mm mags and then 2 there. So there's 4 altogether by the looks of it. That should be enough. And as you can see, there's James, our sniper. It's looking pretty good. So I don't know if we have enough points to build anything from a factory just yet, but you can build stuff from the factory and that sort of thing. What we might just quickly do is build like a repair truck. Actually, I don't think we can. Different, oh yeah, I think we can. Supplies, empty repair truck. We'll just build one of these and we'll go over and we'll repair those tanks. Everything, especially the vehicles, is pretty persistent in this game. The enemy dead bodies aren't. If you're too far away from them, they will respawn. So if you want to get some neat gear off them, make sure to get it as soon as possible. Oh, so by the looks of it, the reinforcements just joined us. Yeah, they did. So what I might just do is I'll get the rest of my squad to move back over here on foot, and I'll drive over there. Now, like I was saying, things are pretty persistent in this game, so that tank will definitely still be there, and all we need to do is just drive up to it with this repair truck and it'll be repaired. And once you've got enough prestige and that sort of thing, you can actually build your own tanks. I probably, to be honest, had enough prestige to build my own tank there, but if I can get one for free, I might as well. Ugh. Oh, that's good. Thankfully, it's a repair truck. And you see, if I just jump into this Kuma now, you can see in the top left corner, it's repairing. There we go. Now it's all good. Get some dudes in here with me. The AI isn't particularly good at driving, which is a bit of a shame. Just back out of here. Try and drive over to some squaddies, and they can get in the tank and gun for me. And if you've got multiple vehicles, you can actually, you know, create like little convoys. You can, you know, really manage your squad well and get multiple squad members to drive vehicles and that sort of thing. Is anyone mounting? Yeah, there is a couple of guys coming to mount now. No. What is going on? So I've got one guy in. I'm just going to get one of these guys that are close to get in. So we'll go 3. Whoop. 3. Oh no, it's alright. We've got enough guys now. So we'll go back to normal. Ah, you know what's happening? They're looking for ammo. So this is a bit of a bug. I think it's just, you know, pretty standard with ARMA in general. But if your squad member doesn't have ammo, they will actually get out of your vehicle and go looking for it. So I think this guy's going to be good, and I'll get the rest of the guys to just stop here. We might go on a bit of a kamikaze mission to another camp and see if we can't cause some havoc. Now I'm pretty sure... Okay, that's an autosave. I'm pretty sure there's an enemy camp up here, so we might just quickly try and capture that one. So, I have a funny feeling the enemy camp, you can sort of see it off there in the distance. Let me just show you. Up there on that hill, we're just basically going to drive up that. There's a camp on top of that hill. So... And it's usually surrounded by heavy armor. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. So... But as you can see, within the first half an hour of the game, we've already got a tank, which is pretty cool. Now, obviously, this is only really just scratching the surface of the things you can do in this particular mod. It is a single-player mod too, so as you can see, I'm just speeding things up. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different stuff you can do. This is only half an hour worth of gameplay. So this is like probably not even 1/100th of all the things you can do in this game. But this gives you a good idea of what this mod's all about. Just going to save before I go up this hill. don't even think I can get up here in a tank. Hopefully I can. Yeah, very slowly. The reason I'm speeding things up is this would take forever if I was just going up there normally. And I just want to make things a bit quicker for you guys watching at home. Alright, so now we're on top. Remember to save. And let's quickly look at the map. Yep, it's definitely an enemy camp. And there's either going to be heaps of like enemy vehicles or none. So this is either going to be really easy or really hard. And I think this is one of the best camps in the game as well. It's on this massive mountain. So if we can capture this, it'll be good. If not, at least you guys will get to see what happens when you die. When you die, you can pretty much respawn at the nearest town or the nearest camp or whatever. Now that, over there, looks like a vehicle. So I'm just going to jump into commander's seat because I can still sort of drive the tank. It's a little bit more clunky. Stop! Stop! Oh no! Stop! Oh yeah, okay, let's not do that. The commander's mode, it basically gets the AI to drive for you with your commands, and it's terrible. So, as you can see, the thing about the AI in this particular mode is it's weakened by the fact that it's ARMA 3 AI, and it's just not good. You really sort of want some top-notch AI. Now, it doesn't look like those vehicles are occupied, so that Madrid over there could be. So we might just be safe. So you can see I'm in the gunner seat now, so I'm driving with the command buttons again. Okay. So I'm just going to park the tank here and just let my squaddies mow down whoever comes to the middle. I might sort of jump out and just go for a bit of a scout. Stop! Okay. If there's no one around, we should capture this camp pretty quickly. Actually, it looks like this camp was pretty undefended, to be honest. We just rolled in there with the tank and nailed pretty much everybody. But don't lead that you to believe that this mod is in any way simple. It's really actually quite difficult, especially if you put it on those really difficult settings. Change my scope over. That was a GL, I think. And when the camp respawns, our guys will actually recrew these weapons, so you don't need to build them again. That's an Efreet. That's an enemy vehicle. I don't know if I can loot it yet. Yeah, I can. There you go. You can loot vehicles as well. What is that? Is that a gun in there? That is a gun. So it's been shot by the tank. So I think by the looks of it, this camp is pretty clear. There's like a little thing over there. Also, you can make enemies surrender as well in this game. I haven't really tried that very much, but you can do it. Sometimes you'll think you'll have captured a camp, but there's a dude like standing over in the corner with his arms up or something like that. So you got to sort of watch out for surrendered enemies. And this little, see this little sorry, not triangle, question mark over there? Means there's something over there. Okay, that question mark's gone now. He might be dead. So at this point, I think we're just waiting for the camp to finally say that it's captured. Oh no, that question mark is still there. There we go.
control.
And now we have this camp. But anyway, guys, I think that's probably a good time to wrap up this video. So if you're keen to try out WLA for yourself, then check it out on the Steam Workshop. Like I said before, it's designed to work with the base game, but it should work pretty well with any other mods you have installed as well. Just remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, see you later, and have a good one.